This is my monogram officially. The fake leather with the monogram on it. This is me just being real with everything. These are the glasses for the collection.
Or skin.
They don't even look like Crocs. Hi guys, I'm Clau. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to chapter 5 of this series. So if you haven't seen the rest of the episodes, check them out down below. There's going to be a playlist where you can see all of them. Today is the presentation. I'm going to talk about the day of the final presentation. So we've been through all the designing process already. We've been through all the stress of designing and everything. We've been to Disneyland and now we're here. So basically we had to bring to university a big folder with all the collection and all the looks and all the fabrics, embellishments and everything that was required, the color chart and just everything that they asked for. We had like half an hour each to introduce our collection to the judges. So there was the director of the whole university and then the fashion director and then our teacher, like the main one of the designing part, and as well there was the pattern making teacher. So we had to introduce our concept in our collection to all of them. We had to talk about it a little bit and we had to give them this big folder with everything that I mentioned and the sketchbook. This was the final day for us before some little break, and then we had to do all the pattern making. So these we gave it to them so they could correct and check if everything was okay, what was our level, if we had been like working hard or we just like didn't care. And what happened here is that I had to run because a girl that was before me was already in university and her half an hour ended up early, so I had to go right after her and I wasn't in university and she was like, hello, your turn is now, so you have to come now, if not they're just gonna skip you. And I was just running because of that, but I got there in time, I got to hunt in everything and it was good. The final presentation, it's Friday and tomorrow we're going to spend Christmas time with the family, but today we're running because they just told us that I should be there earlier, so we're going. So now we jump after the Christmas holiday. Here is the day that I was going to get the mark. So this is the 9th of January of this year, 2020. So that was the day I was going to go get the mark and here's me talking about that. Hi guys and Happy New Year. Okay, so this is an update. I'm going to my university to receive the mark on the project and I'm so excited. I don't know if I passed, but I wish I did because it was so much work and it was so hard. So wish me good luck and we'll let you know. And now skip to the 16th of January. Here's me talking a little bit about the mark. Hi guys, today is 16th of January. I have news. I wanted to tell you this. So, first of all, on day 9, I went to university because I had to get my mark for what's been the designing part of the full process and I got an 8.6. So I'm happy with it. It's not perfect, but my teacher did explain to me why I got this mark. It was basically because they thought that the designing process was very strong, but I could do way better when it comes to the pattern making and I could improve the actual design. So it's good, but it could be better. And if I work in the next part, which is gonna be the pattern making and the sewing process, if I work very hard in that part, I can improve the interior design of the pieces or just some detailing and like work more on what's the concept and what's the visual part of the whole thing. So with all that parts, it can be very good. So I'm happy with that. The China contest. Okay, by the way, another update about the whole thing. Remember when I told you about the China contest? Okay, so I'm not going because they selected other 3 people in my university, but as well I'm so happy because I've been given the opportunity to send my work to some important people in the business and some important people in the business have seen what I'm able to do or what I have in my head right now or what is my world when it comes to designing, and I'm so happy that my work got to their hands. So that's a part of it and I'm very happy that I could be able to do that. And the LV coincidence kind of thing. And another thing that I'm shocked about, like today this happened and I've been like thinking about this thing the whole day because it's like truly shocking to me. Okay, basically, you know, Louis Vuitton or LV or Louis V or whatever you want to call it, they came up with a concept that I don't know, like the base of it or the story behind it or the behind the scenes, like I haven't digged into that. But today I woke up, I went to university, and when I was there, like on my way to university, I pull up my phone, I look into Instagram. This is what I saw. I'm gonna just insert it right there. So you guys, they literally have the aesthetic and the visuals that I really want. I mean, those are my clouds. I don't know, it's shocking. But then I watched the whole show, like the whole runway, and it's only the last part of the runway that is like basically my aesthetic and what I would do. So Virgil really thought about that, and I don't know, it's literally my final collection. It's literally my final university project. And honestly, I told my boyfriend today, if Virgil, like if I could talk to him, I could show him everything that I did before, and like it would be a perfect collab, honestly. But I'm glad, honestly, that this is out in the market already by a big brand in a very fancy and expensive and representative brand, especially coming from Virgil, which is like a big icon of the streetwear and what I really want to do. It's very amazing to see this concept come to life, and I don't know, I'm really excited for the future, and I'm really excited to see my own collection come to life. And even though they are different concepts, when you see them together, you're gonna see that they are very similar. They could be a whole collection and nobody would notice. So yeah, I'm very excited. I want to comment a few things about the picture that I saw. Basically, you can see the guy, he's wearing a shirt, he's wearing a weekender with the monogram on it, and he's wearing a fanny pack, and then he's wearing bleached things, I think, and then he's wearing the cloud pattern all over it, like hello. And then as well in the runway they wear funny glasses, and I love those. And I thought about everything beforehand, so I thought about the whole thing before knowing anything about what Virgil was doing or what Louis V had planned. I will pop the video of the runway right here and you guys can check it out. It's honestly beautiful. I love Virgil and I love what he does, and seeing my ideas in the runway, even though it's not mine, literally blew my mind, and I'm happy. If that's there, that means that what I have could be there someday as well. So that's the update, guys. I will show you what's coming next, which is all the pattern making and sewing and the communication part, which will be very fun, and castings and all that stuff. So I'm sure you'll like it, and hopefully I'll be vlogging more, and I hope you're enjoying this series. As it's my last year of university, it's very special for me to have this. Okay, see you guys. Let me explain these a little bit, because I seem like in the video I'm like kind of complaining about it, or just like a little bit sassy about the whole thing. I don't know, I was dealing with so much stress at the moment and everything was just a coincidence, a super big coincidence. But like I want to say that I'm super happy about the whole LV Cloud part of the men's show. And then recently I went to the store in person and I got to see some of the pieces that were left already, and they were just so nice to see. And like, I don't know, I feel so happy to see like other designers thinking about the clouds as well, and I feel super identified with the work that Virgil did in this collection, and I feel like it's so beautiful. And part of me wishes that Virgil could see what I did as well, and that I did it almost at the same time as he did it. And yeah, it's just a big coincidence, but it's a happy coincidence. I don't really know how to say it, but in the world of fashion I think it's really beautiful and kind of a weird thing that happened. And it's gonna be forever a memory of me, my fashion collection and everything, and this happened as well. So yeah, there's that about the LV thingy. And about the mark, I'm happy about the mark, and I'm happy that I got what I got, and the number does not matter that much to me, because I'm just so happy with with everything, with the final result of the designing process. It's just a number, and at the end of the day it's a fashion career and it's a fashion collection, so you know the value that it has for you, and you know the value that you want the pieces to have, and that you want to give your own collection. So to me it does not really matter that much the opinion that other people have of my final collection, but I do care about the constructive criticism that teachers gave to me, because of course I'm there to learn, and that was my first ever collection as a designer, and I have to say I learned so much during this process. So yeah, next chapter is already the sewing process, the pattern making and everything. So we're on to the second part of the whole process, which is pattern making and sewing, as I said, and then the third part is all the campaign, the recording of the fashion film, all the visuals, and the launching on the collection and everything. So I want to mention that the launching of the collection is on the 1st of November. You can follow my brand, Clau, it's going to appear on the screen, and you can follow me on my social media as well. It's going to appear on the screen. I have Instagram and I have Twitter, and I'll keep you up to date there with all the news about the brand and when is the collection launching and everything. So yeah, now we're having like a little sale in the brand, so if you want to check it out, go and check it out. And I hope you enjoyed this chapter. I'll see you guys next video because I'm uploading 2 times a week now. Have a beautiful day. Bye!